Hello, I'm Daphne and this is part 2 regarding using the clock patience spread as a tarot reading for oneself in this instance, although I'm sure it could be used successfully for other people. But the idea here is that the clock patience is something that one does when one's on one's own to pass time, but actually done on one's own with the idea of divination in mind. It becomes a reflective and meditative exercise. The shuffling of the cards, the dealing of the cards into their 13 little packets of 4, and the clock face, the yearly face, the houses of the zodiac, the signs of the zodiac, however you want to see it. It's an interesting little pattern to use. And so I've discovered my central card is actually my central king is the King of Cups. See part 1 for how I arrived at that. And so I have going round the ace and the 2s and the 3s and the 4s, the 5s and the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen for 12 o'clock. So they are the 12 numbers on a clock face, the 12 months of the year, and 12 signs of the zodiac, and the 12 houses of astrology. So if we start with the first house here, I'm tending to use it towards houses first. So if I look at the house of myself, which is what this is about, but I could also look at that as the house of now, because that's what that is. It's the first house, it's the starting point of everything. And so the house of now reveals itself. Now the aces that are face upright, that you actually came upright in your playing of the patience, are just confirming how potent that is. So if there's 1, moderately potent, 2, half and half, you know. If you've got 4 cards all revealed up, then that house, that area of your life is much more energised in a positive way. But most of the houses will have some cards upright, face up, and some still down and unrevealed. And it's these down and unrevealed that we will explore because they will reveal to us our hidden and potential parts of ourselves to help us with the transformation, the mastery that's offered by the Centre King. The Centre King is always about mastery of some aspect of ourselves. And so we look at the unrevealed cards to reveal to ourselves what it is that there is in potential in ourselves regarding that area of life. Now there's plenty of information on the houses of the zodiac. So the first house is basically house of self, the second is material possessions, the third is communication, the fourth is home and roots, the fifth is creativity, the sixth is health and work, the seventh is relationships, the eighth is investments of time and energy, the ninth is philosophies of beliefs and travel, the 10th is your reputation, your standing in the world, very often your career, and the 11th house is your friends and the groups and your interests beyond that are more humanitarian, beyond the normal, regular, everyday things. And then the 12th house becomes a house of your soul, a house of your very much inner life of imagination and healing, and very hidden house that acts behind everything else. Very spiritual house. So we go with that general arrangement, reading that houses that have a lot of cards upright will be very significant and very energized. Those with no cards upright hold a lot of potential, but whether you can actually access that potential or not is really down to you. And the houses with a mixture, you've got a mixture to find the balance with how you can bring out what is hidden potential within you. The whole idea of doing tarot for anyone else or for yourself is always to reveal something that's not known before. Otherwise, why bother doing it? If you know everything, why bother going into this other world to see what's possible? And so this is a way of revealing what's possible using playing cards. And in this particular spread, I'm using diamonds for earth, for pentacles, and I'm using spades for swords, and I'm using hearts for cups, and I'm using clubs for wands, which I think is quite general. I think most people use it like that. So I do hope you manage to give this a little go. If you need to, have a look on the internet to see how the clock patience is played, because I had to do that to remind myself, because it's a long time since I've actually played clock patience proper. And so look it up and find out how to do it. It's very simple. And then just use your intuition and your tarot instincts to get to grips with what's being revealed to you. And I hope you enjoy it. Let me know how you get on.